Hi guys, welcome to OneDollOneHat knitting podcast. My name is Amalia. In my last video, which was my first video, I introduced myself and I only had a chance to briefly show you one of my makes. And today I would like to show you a whole lot of makes that will hopefully inspire you guys to create. Thank you so much for stopping by, you guys, and hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for keeping me company, guys. I will show you again briefly Susie the mouse that I've knitted this month. Even though she's Susie the mouse, to me she is Susie the rat. That's how I see her. Her cute little dingly tail. The pattern for the story is by Anita Wilshut. I will show you guys real quick. Unfortunately, the pattern has been discontinued on Ravelry, but I'm pretty sure if you find Anita Wilshut, I hope you guys can see this. If you find her web page, I think she has the pattern for sale. I have the free version of the pattern. So sorry, my ring light is glaring, guys. I have a free version of the pattern, which was cool, but it had mistakes. And being an experienced knitter, I was able to work through them. It was kind of like an intuitive knit for me. I knew where the instructions didn't make sense, what to do, how to fix it, how to go on. And so now this cute little rat lives on my older daughter's bookshelf. She loves her and that makes me happy. My next FO has a little history. We recently had a street market in town, and I saw this beautiful knitted hat there, but the maker of the hat, the seller, was gone. She stepped away. Her husband was in charge of her booth, and of course, obviously, he wouldn't be able to answer any questions for me, so I didn't bother asking. I just stood there like looking at it and thinking, oh, how much I would love to knit a hat like this. I came home and got totally obsessed with it. I started searching on Ravelry for textured hats. I looked through many until I did come across just the right one. The pattern in the photo looked just like the pattern in the hat I saw at the market sale. It was a craft sale, and I had to order the book because I couldn't just buy the pattern and start making it. The pattern was published in a book. I bought the book. Here's the book, guys. It's Encyclopedia of Knitting. And the pattern in the book is called The Chameleon Hat. And the author is Nikki Epstein. So it's by Nikki Epstein, The Chameleon Hat. Of course, I'm not going to be able to find it now, right? I should have been more prepared and marked it, but I didn't. So anyway, you guys will be able to find it on Ravelry as The Chameleon Hat. Oh, here it is. Chameleon hat. Isn't it pretty? Look at the texture, guys. It is so cute. I fell in love. Chameleon hat. So as soon as the book came in, I cast on. Took me a couple of evenings of knitting, and here's my chameleon hat. Look at it, y'all. How cool is this? I already wore it. Last time we had a snowstorm, I had to go out there and shovel the snow off my driveway. I was wearing this beanie. It kept my head cozy and warm, and the texture of it is amazing. And knitting of it was an absolute pleasure because this was one of those, you could call it a mindless knit. If you're an experienced knitter, you could make sense of the pattern in your head and kind of keep track of your rows. I didn't have to refer to it every row. I just went with it, and I absolutely love it. You could wear it as a slouchy, which I sometimes do, and or a folded brim beanie. The pattern is so pretty to me. I'm sure you guys have knitted this hat or similar textured hat if you've been knitting for a long time, but this one mesmerized me. I really wanted it, and praise God, he led me to the right pattern and I was able to execute it, and I've got the beanie. Okay guys, so my next knit was a request from a boyfriend. One day we were at Hobby Lobby together. I was shopping for a specific yarn for a project, and he was there with me. He was walking through the yarn rows, touching all the different textures, and he got drawn to this yarn. This is Yarn Bee Velvety Smooth Sparkle. He chose these two colors and asked me if I could make him a dice bag. He is really heavy into D&D. He's my nerdy guy. I adore him for it because I'm nerdy, but in a different way. And so he challenged me to make a dice bag, and for several months the yarn was just sitting in my yarn closet and I didn't get a good idea. I knew what to make, I didn't know exactly how. I couldn't envision it until, guys, one day this book came in the mail. I ordered this book. I'm sure lots of you guys already own a copy of this book. Debbie Stoller, Sons of Stitch and Itch, 45 Projects to Knit and Crochet for Men. And as I was flipping through the book when it arrived, I saw a pattern for these socks. They have dice on them, and I had a eureka moment in my head, like, yes, I know how I'm going to make the dice bag my man asked me to make. Here's another photo of it on the socks. So I grabbed the yarn out of my closet that he chose and went to working, totally improvised, and ta-da! Here it is, guys. I made the dice bag. Here's the front. Here is the back. I used that Velvety Smooth Sparkle. I got a Wisconsin honey badger patch that I stitched on it because my guy is a Wisconsin honey badger. And I did the dice diagram and I installed the string so it closes. The texture of it is amazing. It is truly velvety soft. It is so nice, and I hope he will love it because he has not seen it yet. Another FO I have, guys, is it's a beanie, and it's also for my man. So one day we were shopping at a Goodwill store, and he comes to me with this book and says, "Hey babe, do you already own this book? Would you like this book?" He found it for me. And I said, yes, it's a must-have. It's a knitting book. How can they say no? So we got this book that day from the Goodwill store, and I came home, and as I was flipping through the pages, I saw this really pretty girly dress, and it has moose or deer on it. Do you guys see it? I'm not sure if you can see, but there is actually deer on the bottom of it. This was like a week before Valentine's Day, and as I saw those deer, I was like, Eureka. I remembered that um, on Ravelry and all over the internet too. I'm sure you guys have seen it lots of times, maybe even made it. There was floating around the fornicating deer beanie that everybody was making. I never made it, never had anybody make it for maybe, or I don't know, just I remember seeing it but was not interested in making it at a time until during that book on the girls' dresses sparked the idea of making the fornicating deer or moose beanie for my man. And ta-da! Here it is. Once again, he hasn't seen it yet. It's a surprise. I may give it to him this evening or maybe tomorrow when I see him. But here it is. Isn't it cool, guys? I have seen so many versions of it, so many. This was made in like so many colors. I love the snowy trees. I like the snow on the top. I just love this beanie. This is a really cool beanie for a guy or a girl. And this will definitely spark lots of conversations. And I cannot wait to give it to him, guys. I think it's so cool. So there are options for this beanie. You could buy a pattern. Somebody took a free diagram. There's a free diagram for it. Let me find it for you guys. Without any calculations for head or anything, there's just a diagram. If you know how to knit, if you've made beanies, you can totally do it, which is what I did. But if you're questioning your ability, just go ahead, I guess, and purchase the beanie pattern. I didn't do that. I simply used the free diagram pattern. It's by Annie Rutten. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Fornicating Deer chart by Annie Rutten, Rutten. So here it is, guys. There's a chart for it, and you can turn it into a beanie. I believe I used size US needles and wool of the Andes for the cream color. That's natural, and the green is Lion Brand, wool is in forest green heather, and I was able to knit it. I love it. I cast it on 96, yes, 96, and did 3 sections of the deer, and then did the slow decrease just like we always do for all the beanies. So guys, these are my recent makes. I have more to show you. I hope I've inspired you today, guys. Thank you so much for staying to hang out with me, to watch this. Say hi in the comments and stay safe. God bless you guys. Remember, rapture is soon. That's like everybody's talking about it. I'm more believing it than not with everything that's going on in the world, that Jesus is coming, and my prayer is that more people get taken out of here before it's too late than staying here for the tribulation. But anyway, a little off topic. Hugs to you guys. Love you. Stay safe. Enjoy your crocheting, knitting. Till next time. Bye.